We want to treat your customers so well that they want to come back more often. There have been plenty of studies that say, I mean, this is a study that's been around for 15, 20 years, it's 6 times cheaper to sell to your current customer than get a new one. I reckon that number's higher in 2017 because the level of competition is so much broader. It is so much cheaper to sell to your current customers. So what do I mean? I mean that if on average a customer shops with you once every 3 weeks, then you want to get them back once every 2 weeks. Or if they shop with you on average once a year, how do you get them back on average every 9 months, right? Shortening the gap between visits or purchases is you've got no marketing costs associated. You've obviously got production costs or whatever, but it's pure GP because you haven't had to invest any money to get them. Just to give you an idea of a couple of times that we've done this, going back to the plumber that I've referred to a few times, we launched a royalty club for a plumbing business. And essentially what it was we went to clients' houses and we said to them, you know, we had the plumbers almost trained as little salespeople, and they would go and say, hey, Mary, now that we've finished your job, did we do a good job? Yes. Are you happy? Yes, thanks very much. Well, we have this thing called a royalty club. If you join, what it gives you is this. And we actually asked people to pay $47 on top of their bill. So you don't have to charge more. You can just launch a club without it. But we were cheeky enough to say, you pay $47 more. But this is what you get. You get to jump the queue whenever you've got a future plumbing problem. Right? So when you call us up in 3 months' time or 3 weeks' time or 3 years' time, and our phone script was, are you part of our royalty club, when we answered the phone? Yes. Great. What's your surname? Great. So when they had, 50 little jobs in the pipeline, when you joined royalty club, you went to the front. We gave 7% off the bill, off the labor component of the bill. And we put them on an email newsletter. Can't imagine that was particularly valuable. There's only so many times you can have a newsletter about plumbing. Poo goes downhill. What do you talk about in February? If it goes uphill, you've got a problem. But we had a take-up of over 50%. 50% of people actually paid a small premium to be able to get a 7% off for the future of all their plumbing needs and jump the queue if they called up. And literally, we had people that would tell their, the sister would call the plumbers out and join the club. They would tell their sister to get a job done so they could join the royalty club to be part of it. It's amazing. Who would have thought? So it doesn't matter what business you're in. I mean, coffee shops have been doing it forever. You get the little card and you clip it, and just before you get to the 37th coffee, you lose the card and start from scratch. Genius. One of the number one ways to get your customer to come back more frequently is simply to ask them. Completely overlooked strategy, but actually going back to your customer, asking them to buy again will increase your repeat customer rate by a certain amount. That's going to cost you very little to do that. Okay? Here's another question. Does every one of your clients know about every product and service you have for sale? Because they can't buy the ones they don't know about. So you should at very least go back to every single one of your customers and let them know about every single product and service you offer so that they can stop buying them elsewhere and start buying them from you. Who would have thought? I did this with an insurance company. Okay, this is an insurance company that did, life insurance, risk, TPG, I don't know, Dodo, I don't know, whatever those ones are, as well as general, car, house, dog, whatever. And when we looked through their client base, we saw that the average customer held 1.1 policies with this company. which is pretty much one each, except a few people obviously skewed the numbers a little bit. And all we did was we printed a laminate card with all of the products they could insure, and sent them a letter that said, hey, just wanted to bring you up to date and let you know that this is everything we do, and if you would like a quote on anything else on top of what you already got, we would love to do it. It was the worst looking design thing I've ever seen. It was laminated, which was woeful. It was like something that, their 14-year-old had done on their bubble jet. It was 3 months later, their average policy was 1.6. That's 50% growth. Just went back and got them to buy more often. Okay, we went to them with other products and services. So you should go do that.